Will you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Toby Cavan, and I am representing the Career Academy and Technical School Senior Class of 2023. I take great pleasure in welcoming each of you today to this very special occasion. Some of you are watching from afar, and we all appreciate the positive energy that you are sending our way. This school has provided each of us a very unique education, tailored to fit our individual needs. We all value education in one way or another, but completing the high school journey has looked very different for each of us. We tend to look quickly at the results, achievements, check, and on to new adventures, new challenges. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's important to remember the new skills we learned to get us to where we are today. As iAcademy students, we are blessed to have found a place that has allowed us to challenge not only our academic abilities, but time management skills and independence too. It is exciting to celebrate the accumulation of this high school experience and usher in the new beginnings of our future. For most of us, we just met yesterday morning, but we forever will be connected through CATS. At this time, I would like to introduce administrators, staff, and guests. CATS Principal, Mr. Larry E. Rogers. CATS School Guidance Counselor, Mrs. Sonia Lewis. Ms. Michelle Menelak, iAcademy Distance Learning Advisor. Mrs. Wendy Sherrill, iAcademy Teacher. iAcademy Tuners, Donna Pennell, Danny Collins, and Elaine Tonal, and Career Academy and Technical School staff and faculty. Dr. Jeff James, Idaho State School Superintendent. Idaho State School Board of Education members Bill Howell and Anita Cohn. Dr. Bowen Nutting, Idaho State Schools Assistant Superintendent. And Public Information Officer Jada Jonas. Our very own digital film instructor, Mrs. Tanya Tapazio, will take photos for us, and we will share those moments with our families next week. Thank you for sharing in the joy of this achievement with the class of 2023. At this time, we will have remarks from our superintendent, Dr. Jeff James, followed by a musical selection from Kaylee Sherrill, daughter of iAcademy math teacher Wendy Sherrill. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Class of 2023, congratulations on all the hard work. You have proven that one size does not fit all for education. And I think as we embark upon a new world before us and you become the individuals that take over the reign as you grow old, you'll find out that the world is always changing. And while no one likes change but a wet baby, it is something that's inevitable for all of us. So you guys have done something very unique by taking a blend of classes online and of course ended up here when you needed some additional supports and done very well at it. We got to witness some of the awards that you were granted last week, so I commend you on that. I would also tell you to continue to be pace setters. Think outside the box, be innovators. The world's certainly in need of that. Especially in our day and time. And one of the things that makes this such a great nation is we're a nation of innovators. More often than not, we're the ones that are the trendsetters when it comes to new technology, although a lot of countries have got good at copying what we do overnight, but we are the innovators. And I think it's because of the public education system and what we provide. And thinking outside the box, I think, Mr. Rogers, we endeavored upon this venture. I believe I was still here in the district then, and actually we had many conversations about an iAcademy. And it started in 2010 here. I actually invited him to 2 other districts that I had the opportunity to be at to start iAcademies there that are very successful still today. So I commend you guys for doing things non-traditionally and showing that it can work. And as we always say, we feel like we are the choice program in Iredell County. You don't have to really hunt for it. We pretty well offer everything from A to Z. This endeavor here at CATS was an old furniture plant, Thomasville Furniture. Past pastor of mine actually used to work here, so it went from a manufacturing facility to providing the future with innovative ideas and students to walk out these doors. So we're very proud of that. We continue to expand programs here, and you guys have got to take advantage of some of those. Pharmacy Tech's one of our most recent programs, and as I was talking to one of the instructors, it's not an easy exam, but we had some students pass it, done very well on it. So a lot of great things going on in our county. Those of you that have lived here all your life like me have seen it grow exponentially in just a short amount of time. The great thing is I live in West Iredell, so there's not a lot of traffic. So for those of you that live in Mooresville and South Iredell, sorry. So it's still open roads in the West Iredell, so don't all of you move there next week. Wait 30 years when I'm gone and you can move out there and I don't have to worry about traffic. But thank you for all you do. Continue to be innovators and let this be your beginning, because I can tell you there is one thing in life nobody can take from you, and that's your education. And there'll be times that you'll be happy that you put forth that effort, went the extra mile to learn something a little different, because you'll use it all through your life. So again, thanks for all you've done. Thanks for the awards that you've aspired to accomplish here at CATS, and go out and do great things in our society and make this a better place to live. Thank you.
Mama, they flew by, but for me they drug on and on. We were loading out that Chevy, both trying not to cry, but Mama kept on talking, putting off goodbye. But she took my hand and said, baby, don't forget, before you hit the highway, you better stop for gas. There's a 50 in the ashtray in case you run short on cash. Here's a map and here's a Bible if you ever lose your way. Just one more thing before you leave. Don't forget to remember me. And those bills there on the counter keep telling me I'm on my own. But just like every Sunday, I call Mama up last night, and even when it's not, I tell her everything's alright. Before we hung up, I said, hey Mama, don't forget, tell my baby sister I'll see her in the fall, and tell me more that I miss her. Yeah, I should give her a call, and make sure you tell Daddy that I'm still I'm supposed to be. Don't forget to remember me. Night I find myself kneeling by the bed to pray. I haven't done this in a while, so I don't know what to say. Lord, I feel so small sometimes in this big old place. No, there's more important things. Don't forget to remember me. Don't forget to remember me.
And now, CATS is proud to have 3 of our honored seniors to address you all today. Nick Benfield, Emily Campbell, and Landon Otone. Come on up, Nick.
I want to start out by saying thank you to Ms. Menerick, Ms. Rogers, and Ms. Lewis. Thank you for working with me through all the classes, and thank you for everyone who helped me along the way. I couldn't have got it this far without you. Over the years, the iAcademy has gifted me with the flexibility to learn a skill, trade, and work with the family business all at the same time. I can't lie, there were times when I wanted to quit, but Mr. Rogers believed in me and knew with a little tough love and perspicacity, I'd make it to graduation. I started out with iAcademy in the 6th grade. Ms. Lewis made sure my schedule was packed. Through the years, I met some really good people who helped me become the person I am today. I'd like to share a quote that I feel encapsulates the moment today. You must build up your life action by action and be content if each action achieves its goals as far as possible, and no one can keep you from this. Graduates, if you remember one thing, remember that the goals only seem impossible until you try. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emily Campbell. Thank you for giving me the privilege to speak to you all today. This is a time to celebrate and remember as we move into the next chapters of our lives. I want to start by saying iAcademy has made each of our future goals attainable. From my own experience, I have benefited from the opportunities of online, homeschool, iAcademy, depending on whatever you want to call it. Starting with 7th grade in 2017, with the help of iAcademy, Mrs. Lewis and Mr. Rogers, I was able to enroll part-time in order to play sports and still be homeschooled. With the help and resources of the tutoring lab, I was able to pass my math class, which I know Mrs. Lewis and my parents were relieved about. Going into my freshman year, my parents and I decided the best option was to fully enroll into iAcademy, and I don't regret it one bit, because look at where I am now. There is a learning curve in having to figure out the classes and teachers and what works best for you, as every online student here knows. It was not easy, and racing the deadline of 11:59 p.m. was one of the hardest challenges, but it was all worth it. Being able to do my school through iAcademy allowed me to walk through doors I would never have been able to if I was sitting in a classroom for 8 hours a day. Time management skills were required, and thankfully many of us have those in our toolbox now. Halfway through mine and many others' freshman year, COVID hit. Many traditional students did not know how to do online classes, let alone the teachers. Thankfully, many of us were already in a groove and were able to stay right on schedule because iAcademy had set us up for success in an unlikely event. My flexible schedule with online classes allowed me to work at the Statesville YMCA, take part in FCA, which is Fellowship of Christian Athletes, at North Iredell. I was also able to meet with my mentor, Cindy Bowman, on Mondays because my schoolwork was checked off. These opportunities would not have been acceptable to accessible to me, if the Academy had not been, if iAcademy had not been established. Even though I was a fully online student, I was still involved in school activities and was able to build meaningful relationships with my peers. I was able to play volleyball, swim, and participate in track and field most of my high school career. I even went to states 2 times for volleyball and once for swimming the breaststroke. That volleyball team I had the privilege of being a part of, the North Outer Raiders, we brought home the champion title this year. Bling, bling. Thank you. The only reason I was able to participate in all these competitions and ultimately life-changing experiences was because of iAcademy and the people behind the operations. In the years I had been an online student, whenever I needed a question answered, a reminder for an exam date, or honestly just anything, Miss Lewis was the one to go to. I want to give a huge thank you to her for all she has done for me and all she does for her students. I want to thank Mr. Rogers for the fear he instilled in me the first time I met him when he said, "I don't want to see you again until graduation." Thankfully, I had never had to see him again until today. Good job. I want to thank Miss Minerick for always lending a helping hand. A personal thank you to my family for being my biggest and loudest fans. My mom always reminded me when things got hard, anything worth having is work. So thank you for setting me up for success. My future graduates, I want you to remember your families and friends that have got you here today. The most important thank you, though, belongs to the Lord for our ability to think and act. Romans 11:36 says, "For from him and through him and to him are all things. To him be the glory forever. Amen." A major thing that I have learned so far in life is that when we do all things for ourselves and not others and put others above ourselves, that's when things start to work for our good and for Christ's glory. It's only when we have Christ at the center of all things can blessings truly come. So remember, students, we are what makes up iAcademy, and the example we leave behind should reflect what we hope to become. It's because of our hard work, perseverance, and support of others that we are here. I pray that you would do all things for God's glory and not your own, so that he may bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you. Congratulations to my fellow graduates of 2023. Thank you.
First, we have so much to be thankful for. Here at the iAcademy, we have received a great education thanks to our fine administration and teachers. We are prepared to move on to take on whatever challenges come next in our lives. It felt just like yesterday. I was in 7th grade, sitting down with Miss Lewis to plan the courses I would take to obtain my associate's degree in engineering. While it was a challenge and took a lot of effort, it was worth it in the end. Fellow graduates, I want you to know what a gift it is to be as prepared as we are, because not all schools offer such flexibility with courses. Here, we have a high degree of academic excellence, and whether you intend to continue your education or not, you will benefit from what you have learned here. We can also be thankful for our families. These past years have had a lot of ups and downs, and it's good to know that our families have always been in our corner. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I would not have been here without you. As Eleanor Roosevelt has once said, you must do the thing you think you cannot do. These words tell us that we need to be brave enough to accept the future that we have in front of us. Whether it be going to college or being put into a new environment altogether, we have to persevere through our next step in life, even if you think you might fail. Fellow graduates, I would wish you the best of luck, but this school has prepared us too much for luck. I wish you well. Thank you.
And now, please enjoy a few memories and sentiments that we have put together to share with our families and friends.
May the good Lord be with you down every road you roam. And may sunshine and happiness surround you when you're far from home. And may you grow to be proud, dignified and true. And do unto others as you'd have done to you. Be courageous and be brave, and in my heart you'll always stay forever young, forever young. May good fortune be with you, may your guiding light be strong. Build a stairway to heaven with a prince or a vagabond. And may you never love in vain, and in my heart you will remain forever young, forever young, forever young. And when you finally fly away, I'll be hoping that I served you well. For all the wisdom of a lifetime, no one can ever tell. But whatever road you choose, I'm right behind you, win or lose, forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young.
Good afternoon. For those of you all that don't know me, my name is Mrs. Lewis, and I am the school counselor here at the Career Academy and Technical School. And first, I must thank the graduates for their kind words and sentiments, as well as their efforts to keep me very busy throughout the year. My involvement with each student is very unique in their educational journey, and I am quite privileged to play a small part in how it has ended up to this point. Most of our public school counselors don't have the joy of getting to work with 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. They just get a little piece of that. And so I've had the opportunity to see some of them mature over those years. And that is one of the reasons why I asked Nick to speak today. Because as he said, and Mr. Rogers said, he's the first one that has been with us all 7 years. And Crystal, it has been quite a 7 years. Yes. But we are very glad that we made it to today, and he's a good sport because we keep teasing him. We're thankful and very appreciative that you as parents and grandparents have taken advantage and were willing to partner with us in this adventure. We have found that coming alongside of you in your homeschool or a private school, it really does foster success for certain types of students, not for all. But this group here is a testament to that. In this graduating class, we have students who have, homeschooled the whole time, private school, and then we've also have some students that did spend some time in traditional public school. But by joining the iAcademy, as some of the students have already said, we now have auto mechanics, firefighters, EMTs, culinary artists, videographers. They've been able to participate in sports in their home school. They've been able to compete on the rodeo circuit. They've had the flexibility to work a full-time job if they wanted to, and several of them have earned multiple credits through Mitchell Community College. And as Landon mentioned, when we were back there in his 7th grade year, I still have the form where we planned it all out in 7th grade. But he has actually earned 2 associate's degrees through Mitchell Community College. We have graduates going to out-of-state, both to public and private colleges, in-state universities, community colleges, and several are continuing to work right here in our community, which we are very proud of. And I have no doubt that the students here will contribute their fair share and make this world a better place. I will miss you all, but know that I am only an email away if you need anything in the future. And now we have a few recognitions that we need to make, because this is a school, so we still honor students for good grades and such. And so North Carolina recognizes students for their overall weighted GPA. Instead of identifying a valedictorian, we honor our graduates with the following designations. So please stand as I call your name. Cum laude loosely means with distinction in Latin. These students have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.7 to 3.99 and are wearing a green cord. And the 2 students that are here with us today are Matthew Cranfill and Ivor Malmstrom. Thank you. Magna cum laude loosely means with great distinction in Latin. These students have earned a cumulative GPA of 4.0 to 4.49 and are wearing a gold cord today. If you will please stand, Toby Cavan, Mason Gallagher, Hunter Johnson. And summa cum laude loosely means with the highest distinction in Latin. This student has earned a cumulative GPA of 4.5 or above. He asked me yesterday exactly what it was, and we don't have everything. All the data is not in yet, but it is above a 4.5, which makes him summa cum laude, and he's wearing a green and gold cord, and that would be Landon Otone. Additionally, in a ceremony held back in April, 2 of our graduates were inducted into the National Technical Honor Society, and they are wearing a purple and silver cord. Will you please stand, Emily Campbell and Toby Cavan? Now, Mr. Rogers, will you please address the class?
Well, well, we finally made it. To the class of 2023, use your power. Let me say that again. Use your power. Good afternoon, honored guests, parents, school board members, Dr. James, and especially the candidates for graduation. This day is so special in many, many ways. The journey began in your home with your family to support you and provide those basic needs. Your teachers and community supporters to guide and love you through those early years of daycare, preschool, elementary school, high school, and online learning. It is a special day today. You have been surrounded by technology that has both connected you to faraway places and people, but sometimes separated you from your peers and family during mealtime and social gatherings. I am not going to blame the advances in our world for the many challenges that we still are facing. But I am going to ask you to use those advantages to do positive things. Changing the world will not happen overnight. But each generation bears some responsibilities for the future it creates. Those challenges are not all on your shoulders alone. But I am going to challenge you today to redirect your energy, your thoughts, and your achievement by using those advances to help create a more perfect union. Your generation does have the power to begin to turn things around. You have the power to look in the mirror and make the person you see in the mirror a kind person, a person who respects people for who they are. You have the power to once again help people who are less fortunate. You have the power to support leaders who respect our climate, our bodies, our thoughts, and our deeds. You have that power because you may become a generation of leaders who desire to create an environment of acceptance, celebration, respect for diversity, and safety. You can be a generation that reunite our country. You can say yes to acknowledge a higher power, saying yes to looking through the eyes of faith, hope, growth, and seeing each other as a member of a human race that is valued and respected. As you leave to celebrate with your families and friends, ask yourself, what part will you play in changing your surroundings and your world to make it a world of opportunities for everyone? I truly believe that your generation has the courage, the strength to do what's right. You just have to choose right over what is popular. You, class of 2023, have to choose to stand alone and be seen and heard. Congratulations, class of 2023. I am so proud of you, and I can honestly stand here and say that I don't really know y'all. Because I've not had to come to your house because you were not doing what you were supposed to be doing. So congratulations, and thank you for this wonderful opportunity today.
Okay, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. And now we will present the diplomas. Graduates, will you please stand? As they're making their way around the room, we do have a few graduates that are not with us today for various reasons, but I want to honor them by calling their name as if they were here. So I'm going to review them real quick. Rayleigh Brooke Byers, Kylie Rose Hai-Jin Cook, John Nicholas Finelli, Carter Reed Paxton, JC Christine Race, Joseph Andrew Robinson, and Emma Elizabeth Uxted. Y'all ready? Okay. Y'all ready? Connor Alexander Bafford. Lawson Matthew Beatty. Nicholas Todd Benfield. Emily Louise Campbell. Toby Nathaniel Cavan. Matthew Perry Cranfill. Mason Brooke Gallagher. Hunter Keith Johnson. Ethan Scott Lippard. Emily Ann Lundrigan. Jasmine Elizabeth Lundrigan. Ivor William Malmstrom. Hunter Ryan Massey. Anthony Landon Otone. Brenna Noel Pace. Hannah Victoria Pope. Emma Lou Wicker. Again, congratulations. Mr. Rogers, will you kindly pronounce the class of 2023?
Before I do that, you can tell that we practiced yesterday. And yesterday, when they came across the stage, we just had the diploma cover and they had to give it back. So all of them tried to give me the diploma back today. I had to say, you can keep it today. Will the class of 2023 please stand? By the authority vested in me by the North Carolina State Board of Education, I now declare you 2023 graduates of the Career Academy and Technical School. You may now move your tassels. Oh, is it on? This concludes our graduation ceremony. Thank you so much for coming out, Sharon.